know traveling can be exciting, but it can also have an impact on your health.
So joining us now to share some wellness essentials for your next trip is naturopath, Dr. Candice Todd, joining us once again. Dr. Todd, great to see you again. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So we know that it's the busy summer travel season, a lot of people getting ready to go, but you know, in the midst of all that busyness, they can really forget about prepping their body for long flights, time changes, all that stuff. So let's talk about how we can really boost our immune system before a trip. As we know, travel can really take it out of you.
Yeah, exactly. So these are sort of what I call wellness woes that, you know, if you experience these, they're going to kind of ruin your trip, right? So we want to do what we can to be protective overall, and one of them is preventing illness. So not many people know, but if you're traveling by plane, train, in those close quarters, hours and hours with other people, if one of those people are sick, you're up to 80% more likely to get sick yourself. So we want to make sure that we are supporting our immune system even before we start traveling. So ways to do that: getting good sleep, managing stress, and prioritizing vitamins like vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc. We also want to make sure we're doing good hand hygiene when we're actually traveling. I know people forget about this, and sometimes it's hard when you don't have access to sinks or soap and things like that. But hand sanitizer, wipes, those are your best friends. Herbal support in the event that you do get sick. Oil of oregano, great antimicrobial to fight off those germs, and elderberry, really great immune booster to cut the duration of that illness.
Yeah, I really find it, especially the hand hygiene side of things, it's the kids the hardest to make sure. Keep washing your hands, keep them clean. You mentioned sleep in there, Candice, and that's an interesting thing because there's excitement, there's the anticipation, there's different pillows, there's time changes in some cases. What are your tips to sort of help you get the best sleep and rest to make sure you enjoy that travel?
Yeah, so you can actually prepare before the trip as well. If you're changing time zones, for example, it would be good to sort of get in the rhythm of following the circadian rhythm. So following the sunset and sunrise. So, following that light dark pattern when we're sleeping. At your destination especially, getting morning sunlight is really important to help get into that rhythm. And when we're having a little bit more trouble and we need some support, melatonin is also great to get over that jet lag.
Yeah, I find there's some really good melatonin supplements these days, like one that go under your tongue. Okay, so let's talk about also your skin, because one of our solicits today tells about your sunburn stories. A lot of people going to hot tropical places, but also getting on a plane can be very dehydrating.
Exactly. So plane air, super drying. You want to make sure that you're moisturizing and hydrating from the inside out as well. Have that moisturizer on deck and reapply as needed. The sunburns is a huge thing, even for my melanated friends out there. The sun does not discriminate. It is important to have that protection with your clothes and also have your SPF reapply all the time.
Yeah, Adjua was saying earlier about she got burned in Australia. She said she never had a sunburn before, but it can creep up on everyone, right? Regardless of your skin tone, for sure. But that also plays into dehydration just in terms of making sure, I suppose, that you get enough water as well here. But let's talk, before we wrap up this segment up here, about gut health as well, because that's really, you don't want to have an upset stomach basically while you're traveling.
Like the worst thing you can have is traveler's diarrhea when we're traveling, right?
Absolutely.
Probiotics are my go-to for this. There are specific travel probiotics, so if you are looking for some, make sure they're travel specific, because there'll be specific strains. If we're having indigestion, gas, bloating, constipation on the other end of it, I like to arm myself with some herbal teas, peppermint, ginger, really great what we call carminative teas to help with that gas, bloating, and just relaxing those digestive muscles.
And probably also wise to check with your hotel or place that you're staying if you can drink the local tap water versus bottled water. Otherwise, you can get a bug potentially. Okay, Dr. Candice Todd, thank you so much for joining us for Wellness Wednesday. Great to see you, and have a great summer. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for making travel better. We're back with more breakfast right after this. Thanks so much.